Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another Power episode of Iron Panther Presents. We shall be going back to book 4 as it comes to an end, as we see the Egan family story, as we talk about season 3, episode 3, and D-Mac is coming up. I got some mixed feelings about this character, to be honest. But anyway, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about who might die, who should be dying by now, so we can get ready for the next spinoff. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, and you can comment on the video. We hope that you watch the video till the end. We hope that you share it with other people and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's get to the intro and get Jemani in here and see what's going on.
Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
All right, we are here together with Support Gaming. Hello, sir. How are you doing? And good afternoon, Candy. Good afternoon to you too, and everyone out there in YouTube land for again being part of this journey that we call Power. All right, and its steady demise, I think, in the big scheme of things. But anyway, where do you want to start, Jemani?
I don't know. Let's go with D-Mac. I guess he was the most interesting part of the episode, I guess.
He was the best and worst part of this episode, which again had me feel some kind of way. Because him taking down that score, as they said in Heat, for example, did remind me of Marlon Wayans from Don't Be a Menace to Society. Like, he looked ridiculous with the machine gun, and then once he pulled out the grenade, I was like, this is some silly shit. But still entertaining. Still very, very, very much entertaining. Hello, Kims. How are you? So yeah, but D-Mac brought the most realistic excitement, so thank you, D-Mac, for that.
I'm like,
what's up?
If you can't trust, it's one of those things where it's like he's such a fuck up that you can't even trust him to unalive his own self. It's like you just have to do it for him.
He wins despite himself. Let's say that. He keeps winning. He's 2-0, bro. He's actually 3-0. He killed that dude on the street. He robbed the Asians. Then he robbed the people who work for the cops. He's actually winning. I mean, if I was him, I'd start my own gang. I don't even need CBI. I would start robbing CBI because apparently they need children to do their work. That's how I would see it. I'd be like, yo, guys, I'm the brains and the brawn.
Remember he killed the cop in the barbershop too.
Thank you. He's winning. He just keeps winning, but he needs to get put down. Like, he annoys the fuck out of me, but he keeps winning. I can't deny. He's doing far better than Tariq. I say that. I'm saying, he's far more about this business than Tariq. Fuck that dude. I would like to see him go after Tariq, and that wouldn't take that long, actually. Anyway, I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. Kim, how you feeling?
Yeah. I'm better. I was sick this week, but I'm good.
Oh, you all right? You all right?
Yeah, well, 2-year-old grandson gave me a cold, so
That's what they do.
That's what they do. Yeah.
They cough in your face and ask for love, and then get you sick. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're both better. Anywho, yes, D-Mac needs to go. Absolutely. He is the most annoying character next to Tariq. I would say in the Power universe.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about global universe of Power. I would say those two rank highest for me.
Wow.
Because D-Mac just doing too much, and I don't like characters that do too much. It's like he has been begging like a child. You know how children beg. I want candy, and you're like, shut up. You're right. You can't have candy, right? This dude is like, I want to be in CBI. It's like, come on, man. So I'm just so done with him. But I will agree that he is doing more than CBI is even doing. Yeah. He is really just knocking them down like dominoes. Every single time they say, okay, D-Mac, do this, he does it. And then they stand there with their mouth open, like, oh, he did it.
Oh, shit.
You told him to do, excuse me, Ninja, you told him to do it.
Yo,
what do you think?
They set him up to be murdered, and he
Absolutely.
still came out on top. Like,
That's why they were standing there with their mouth open.
if this was any other show, if I would say if Jannard and Diamond weren't so important, like they weren't like main characters,
Yeah.
D-Mac should have found out from one of those guys.
Yep.
This was all a setup. You ain't supposed to walk away from this. And he just walks in and kills both of them. And being like, what you're not going to do is send me out to die. Let me take care of y'all right now. And then he's like, hey, Tommy, this needs to be a family business.
He still has time. He still has time.
Like, I would respect this show now if they were like, we don't need these silly ass niggas over here. They're not useful. All right, so let's you and me team up, Uncle Tommy, and take Chicago over, and that it may actually work. Like, I would submit. What's up, Jamal?
What gets me is that isn't it like a military term, like you bring everybody home or something like that? Like you just left a dead body.
Just left that dude.
And I'm like, you basically snitching on yourself now, because as soon as they find out who that dude is, they're gonna know who hit him.
Okay, who is they gonna find out?
The crew that they
hit.
Grenaded or whatever.
They're gonna look at a dead body again. This is Force. Let's just start there. So Force
and
is
in with the cops. Remember that. So this crew is in with the cops.
This is Force. So they're gonna look at this dead kid, figure out that somehow he had a chance meeting with D-Mac, and be like, "Oh, wait a minute, you must be part of D-Mac's crew." Like he's just some random nigga on the street, if I may. Like he and D-Mac just met. There's nothing tying him specifically to D-Mac. Actually, you may get Bakari. You may be able to tie him to Bakari, but that doesn't necessarily mean D-Mac had anything to do with it. Like you need a witness or somebody who heard his voice or something to get back to him. That's all I'm saying.
You started off by saying that this is Force, so I don't know why you have such high standards. This is the same episode where you have Claudia. They take away her protection, and she says, "You know, that was a good look because I can pay for my own protection now." So why didn't you do that shit from the start?
Yo, okay. Before we get to Claudia's silliness, I need to finish up D-Mac real quick. So again, on top. MVP, I got to give it to him. He's doing better than Jannard and fucking Diamond, thinking on his own, doing his own shit. So I give him all the credit. I want to fast forward to how shook Jannard and Diamond were when Tommy, their white master, apparently came down the stairs, and they're like, "Oh, Massa, I'm sorry, Massa." Like
I don't think it was that way, but he did. No, it wasn't Massa, but it was like. We lied to you. We've been lying to you about your nephew. We've been fucking with your nephew like the whole season. They did lie to him. They
look shook. They look 100% shook.
Because it's like this, David. Like suppose me and Jamani got on here and we was talking shit about you, right? And then all of a sudden you have a secret way of hearing what we're saying, right? And then we turn around and we like, did David hear all of that? Yeah, David heard all of that. That's the same look that I would have. I'd be like, "Oh,
okay." There's a difference between we are friends, and you would be like, "I would want to hear about my." You talk behind me as a friend, right?
Partnerships. I would think.
No, that was fear. To me, that was like, "Don't hurt me, Tom." Like, I mean, that was fear. That was genuine fear. I don't know, Jamani. What do you think?
I think it's a matter of. Jannard looked scared before Tommy because D-Mac was like, "Yo, Jannard, this what you asked for?" Nah, we just worried about other CBI stuff, whatever.
Yeah,
you know the big picture, whatever. Like he was shook then.
Absolutely, Jamani, I agree with you. I do.
So when Tommy comes down and it's like back in the fold with CBI, what? That was like, oh, so now we gotta tell everything that we done told him to do and everything like, it's like whatever plan we had set in motion is out the window now because he was supposed to die to cover up this King Kilo nephew death or whatever.
Whatever.
Now they all got to come clean or something because
if he dies now, it's like, oh, he died because he was dealing with CBI stuff. It's not just, oh, he went out there and was being rogue like he always is.
Right. They told him to go out there, even though Tommy said in front of them that D-Mac is completely out. D-Mac, get out. Just go. And they heard him say this. And then they trying to kill this boy. And then they brought him into it. And for real, other people are going to be after D-Mac. Not just, CBI, other people now.
So it's okay.
My big issue is they need a door, right? Because D-Mac came down there, killed the cop.
Yeah.
Tommy could come.
David
Tommy could just come down and hear all the plans, all the secrets, everything.
Like, David said that like 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago, David was like, "Why is it that?" Because it was D-Mac. Remember?
It was like, God damn! Every time we just lock up some shit. Just lock the door. They got a door. Just lock the door that everybody can just walk up in there. Ever since Jannard got on drugs, his brain has not been right.
That's true.
And there's again, but even Diamond is clearly bowing down to Tommy. And that makes Jannard upset, which he should be, as you talked about last week. But like you said, seeing the great D-Mac come and he's still alive, now you got the powerful Tom. That is the team right there. That is the team. Like we and Shantae, if those three got together, they in this version of Chicago, they would rule the underworld by themselves. Like it's like they are the three top ones, and they just haven't figured that out. Like we don't need these other peoples to run. But anyway, real quick, we talk about leaving someone behind. We talked about this with Liliana. Like I said plenty of times, they really changed her backstory to make her something, but they left that. Tommy left her on the ground and just walked away and poured one out for the homie. I'm like, you should have took her with you and buried her or something. But he was just like, sorry, baby. And that's exactly what they did in this episode. You know what I'm saying? But at least Liliana, they were together, at least for a season. I mean, they were a team. And for him to do that to her, I was like, this is some bullshit. Like that's not okay. So it is consistent to my point. But D-Mac just met this dude. If it was Bakari at Marshall, I'm sure he would have been like, we got to get him, right? Like that's my boy. But what I'm saying, you sometimes you gotta let the red shirts die. I mean,
at least he gave him some money. Gave the money.
Right,
to
somebody,
right?
To a friend, it was like, please make his family gets it. No problem. I'll make sure it gets to his family.
Yeah. Put it right. Yep.
Right. Like right. No, we were homies. I felt like I was his brother. I mean, I was like, anyway. It was a good sincere moment, right? Like it was a good gesture. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Like D-Mac was trying to look out for his crew, but to make him relevant, if he would have built a crew and he's been like, they did the Asian heist, like he's built his own team and he's worked. That's something I would watch. I would watch him kind of grow in his own thing. You know what I'm saying? But he's just out here wilding, and this somehow got complete like plot armor that he can't be hurt, or something. And I'm like, now you're doing too much. And to me, but
he's always doing too much, David. Like it's always he's always doing too much.
Wait. I know we're talking about this in the comments since he's a savant when it comes to like numbers and shit. Like he should have somehow knew the exact amount of money they had in the bag and just threw it at him and be like, that is $250,000 and maybe 10 cents, and been like some Rain Man shit and be like, this is how we can flip the money to make more money, and then we can invest the money. Like, I mean, he has the intelligence to do a Tariq type, let's buy stock and flip it type of thing, which would be interesting. It would be something new, for these types of characters. But again, he'll be dead before the show is over because he's not making it to the spinoff. Does anyone you think he's making it to the?
To be honest with you, I kind of wanted D-Mac to join Tommy and Tariq. I did just to give us a little bit familiarity with, you know what I'm saying, like the Chicago part of what Tommy was doing. And give Tommy some of his family back. I understand Tariq is his family too, but you know what I'm saying? This is his actual nephew, right? I'm just saying it literally
who didn't try to murder him. for the record. Who did so so what's up, Jemai?
I'm like, Tommy didn't get shot until what do you call it? The beginning of the second season. I'm like, Tariq's never been shot, but D-Mac has been shot about 2 times so far throughout this series. So I'm like, I want to stay the hell away from him.
D-Mac has not been caught by the cops and just random teachers. Like Tariq has, we did a whole video. I think we should do it. Tariq has been caught every single time he thought he had some master plan to move weight. He is 0-10. Like, he is terrible. Like, at least D-Mac, like, he's never been picked up by a cop. He has to, but I respect that, dare I say, more realistic. That like he gets hit, but he gets up and he keeps it moving. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I'm defending this motherfucker. But as much as I would like him to die, I could hear you. I want him to do his own thing though. Like, if he could just something, I don't know if it's the actor or the dialogue, but I wouldn't mind his character if he just wasn't so annoyingly ignorant in many ways. And again, I don't know which one it is.
And that's how the young man portrays him. D-Mac, the young man portrays him as a loose cannon, and that's what D-Mac is. He's a loose cannon. He fiends. He's like a drug addict. Like, he's fiending to be in the streets, and there are a lot of young men, unfortunately, who are like that, and they'll do anything. But unfortunately, those are the ones who end up dead, because you'll do anything to be in the crew. Yeah.
So but I'm like, it's true to life. Like, just this week, the video went viral of the little kids beating up
Chicago.
Beating up the mother and the kids.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that's a different thing. That was just some badass kids. Like, that's not. I wouldn't.
Whooped. Like,
yeah, well, I did. Yeah, that's a terrible. I would want that addressed on the Shy. Like I just felt like, but like that's a little bit different than, but 50, because he's not creative. He just regurgitates what he's already done. Like, D-Mac and young Kanan are just Tariq, a young kid who wants to be in the game and will do anything to do it. It's the same fucking storyline. It's the same character. It's like, let me in, boss. Tariq was like, let me in the game, dad. Let me in the game, dad. And then he killed his dad, to get into the game. Then you got Kanan. Let me in the game, mama. Let me in the game, mama. And then he either did kill his mom off camera, or he's going to kill his mom just so he could be in the game. And now he got his own show. It's just the same damn ass storyline. Teams certified Claudia, huh?
We haven't seen JP, so maybe he killed him off camera.
It's real disrespect. Like, again, if they would just wrote, "Hey, I'm taking mama to New York City to get her comfortable," I did see a Facebook thing like that. He is the one in the casket. Apparently, they are going to be going to a funeral, and they think it's actually going to be JP who's dead, not D-Mac. I guess it's gonna be episode 5, I guess. But there's talk. There will be a funeral, and they're trying to figure out who's in the casket. I think it's Maria. I know it will be repetitive.
And we know that she's pregnant, right? Because the smell test, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all didn't pay attention to that today. Okay, all right. So when women are pregnant, not all women, but for me, twice. When I smelled different things, or I was nauseous, okay, and that happens to some women because it's morning sickness. Sometimes I had all day sickness for 6 months with each of my kids. So, unfortunately, but I love them. I was happy to do it. But I'm just saying that some women have morning, so some women don't. But Maria, purposely, they did this on purpose. Her brother was smoking a cigar. That can also make you nauseous. Okay. That smell it's like a sweet smell, gross. And she said, "Oh my God, that's the stop! It's making my stomach upset."
Yeah,
she's pregnant.
So, all right. See, I see that. Usually Hollywood is throwing up, right? It's the food or something a little bit more. But I felt like this episode made me feel like she was gonna die with her brother and Tommy. This is a little bit harder with "You're my life. I can't live without you. You're my life." Like, that was a constant theme, right? And then her making up with her brother and shit, and then her playing with the gun like a child and shit. I'm like, oh, she ain't making it. And then like that thing, right? I'm like, please. I mean, again,
this season for sure.
But that's what
Isn't that
I'm trying to give them the benefit of
It's,
the doubt that they
it's
don't.
repetitive for the universe. It's not repetitive for this series.
True.
But
That's what we're saying though. It's repetitive. That's what they were saying.
Just,
like every and
yeah.
and is it because?
Yeah.
And I think maybe this is the problem. We have the same writers that wrote that show who are writing this show. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, get some different writers, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem. They're just regurgitating storylines.
Yeah. And but particularly with Tommy, every one of his lovers have been killed, including Vic's girl, who also got killed. And I'm saying, like, it wasn't directly tied to Tommy, but every person that he's boned on camera, except for the two redheads, dead. And I'm like, it would be kind of weird if this was another one. You know what I'm saying? Maria is sitting beside Tommy at JP's homegoing. Thank you, DeMarcus. I'm late, but you're still here. Hold up. We got a Rock is not dead. I hope she's not dead. But I was talking to Jemani about this, and she did some kind of interview post season 4 and was like, again, I appreciate season 5 is already filmed. I mean, actors are moving on if they're going to do that. I mean, Jukebox did, but she was like, I'm happy to play the role. And I want to say the producer of the show put out a statement that was like, Rock was killed off camera, and we appreciate her character. I hope they're lying and we at least get to see her for most of the last episode. But it ain't, I don't know. I feel like they have to speed that shit up. So hello and D-Mac, too much of a
That would be horrible if they did it that way, though.
It would be. It would be.
You know how much time I've invested in this damn character, and now you're just gonna be like, oh, she died off camera.
We need Kanan up front to be with Breeze so he can set up that bullshit spinoff they're filming right now. But anyway, I'm sorry. I want to get back to let's get to certified cold Claudia. So Jemani, what do you think of Claudia's rise to power, if you will, in prison?
They just need. I know that I'm gonna complain about or nitpick about how they do it, but it's gonna happen, and then I'll get over it. They just need to get her out of jail. Like, just do it. Like, it doesn't matter how they do it, just do it. She's out, and then we're done with this. Because this whole, this seems like some Martin and Gina, yeah, you could be on the show, but you can't have scenes together or something. Like, what's the deal with her and Tommy? Like, they can't have any scenes together. Like, no, let's get back to the way it was before.
Okay, all right. I do. Kim, thoughts?
Just kill her. I don't understand. Why do they persist on keeping this woman? I'd rather have Vic than have her. Really? I mean, I'm serious. I'm just the young lady who's playing her is not menacing to me. Yeah, there is nothing about this young lady that makes me. I like Chantel's. That young lady, she's believable to me as someone who actually knows what she's doing as a woman gangster, right?
Yeah.
Claudia does not know what the hell she's doing. And then the way she flip-flops between, oh, you protect me. Oh, no, I'll just do the money. I can do it myself. And it's like, come on. And then when she was stabbing the girl, I was like, are you bored, young lady? Are you bored? Are we bothering you, having you stab this young lady? I was like, it was so boring. It was like, stab. Wait a minute. I got to fix my hair real quick.
Right.
Stab. I was like,
hey. No blood. Right there. I wanted her accidentally to pour the blood on her face, just to be like, I'm that. They're trying to redo Ghost beating Charlie Murphy to death, or that's what I feel like that's what they were trying to do in that scene, and I'm like, it's not the same.
No, if they were trying to do that, they failed miserably. Yeah, I'm like, she only had that one line of I am the white cracker devil bitch or something like that.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking? And the racism. Anyway, but I felt like, again, the form. Someone said every power show has the same formula, and I feel they're like, we take a major character. We put him in prison. Well, Tariq was there for less than a day because his bitch ass couldn't even handle it. Tasha stayed in jail longer than Tariq did because that seemed more believable. That's how much. She had the braids and she was doing the push-ups. Like she was doing the push-ups. Like Tariq couldn't even do the push-ups. Fuck that character.
Tariq was in a holding cell. He didn't even make it to a facility.
That's what I'm saying. This bitch ass couldn't even make it to regular population. Like I was like, anyway, we are very sensitive to smells and scents during pregnancy. She passed the smell test. So again, we at least he didn't kill his baby mama. Somebody else is gonna kill his baby mama, but he's still gonna have a dead baby mama. Like she cannot make it out this series because she cannot make it to the spinoff. Like it's just, and then is it even going to be in Chicago? Because if Tariq is not showing up in these episodes. Like I don't care about what y'all say. I wholly disagree that Tariq will be an active participant in this season.
No, that's confirmed. That's confirmed.
The last one he's going to be in.
The last episode.
Yeah, but they've already confirmed Tariq is going to be in this season.
All right. I felt again last episode because I feel like a reshoot. Once they figured out that they were going to do this, right? They added that scene to book 2, right? So they can bring him. But again, like him and D-Mac ain't going hand to hand for the next 2 episodes, right? Like I feel like maybe 9 was the original, was going to be like the original ending, and they made 10 to prep for the spinoff. You know, like and be like, we got
that, yeah.
You know, and that kind David, what's the difference between Claudia and Tariq besides race and gender? You asked me this. What? These are very different characters. Like you gotta give me some context about the differences because those are 2 very big differences. Like, but both of them
differences.
All right, so I could see the comparison of like they come from a crime family.
Mm-hmm.
The parents.
What about Rich? Don't forget Rich.
He's in the crime family, right?
Yes.
It's just that Claudia had a different sibling that they approved of, but they didn't want her, so therefore she takes, onus to kill one of the parents, to kill the father, so that she can take the reins, just like Tariq did, and they end up failing at all their business ventures.
You know what? I'll thank you, Jemani, for this perspective. I will say, therefore, she is Raina. She's the to the point. 2 brother and sister, not twins, but brother and sister, part of a crime family. To your point, son gets into the crime, but it's the daughter this time who's like, I want to be in the game. I want to be in the game, and then she has to work her way, and she's like the most devious. All right, so maybe what Raina could have been. If she was part of this, let's be honest, we all watching this to see Tariq show up.
I am MK fan 24. I definitely am.
But to see this motherfucker show up and don't come with the crew, it don't make sense.
Like, do we know that definitely, absolutely, we're not going to see any other crew?
You said
Braden is not coming. Braden is not the only crew member, right? We have
it's
2 other people.
They're the dynamic duo, and Effie is a close second. I feel like she makes the trio. Like if you look how season 2 ended, it was those 3 getting back to the basics and selling drugs to college. Like that was supposed to be the game, right? So if he just randomly shows up by himself, like he has to be like, yeah, Effie and Braden are running Stansfield, and I'm here until the long haul. Like they could. But like, if he needed help, you would think especially Braden, would be like, "I'm here, buddy. Like, whatever you need from me, right?" And Effie, because I think she loves him. At least how he did the characters anyway. Like she would be there if he needed her. She would be there. So it's kind of weird that he's just gonna do his own adventure. Thank you, Jemani, explaining. See, it takes Jemani because I was like, you just stretching, DeMarcus. But Jemani said, I see it. I love the pig. Before we get too far into this, the pig was cute. It was cute.
That reminded me of Hannibal.
Part 2.
Yeah, where I was like, I thought we were actually gonna see him feed him to the pig or something like that, but
yeah, they probably didn't have the budget for that, so they're like, let's just do a little bit. But I love the little piggy situation. I thought it was good comic relief, for the show. So I
like it goes back to last season when he was chopping bodies up and freezing them and all types of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so he went back to the chair. That's how we were introduced to the character. So I mean, but again, for him to have a little piggy, and he was talking to him and shit, and I was like, oh, that's fine. I guess we got time. What else we got to do? I don't give a fuck who's back betraying who and working with who. I got confused. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't even explain which drug dealer is working with which drug dealer, but not that drug dealer. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. Anyway, Who thought Diamond was going to get the draws? Because I thought Diamond was going to get the draws, and I was like, I don't want to see this, but I thought he was going to get.
Why would she even? Okay, look, we haven't seen this chick in God knows how long. Why is she back?
I thought
like, what was the purpose
to give Diamond the draws? That's what I thought. I was like, oh, okay, so he's gonna be fucking in the barbershop again. I think
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But speaking of, scenes we did not need to see. We did not need to have 2 scenes with Vic though. That was.
I didn't. It hurt me. Like when I saw like sexual explicit content, and then I saw old girl. I was like, oh, okay, they're about to get it on in the barbershop again. I was like, all right, well, let's get this. And then I saw Vic. I was like, I ain't trying to see Vic. That's what I don't want to see. And this random white, I know actually white. This random woman don't give a fuck. Like, what are we doing with this? I don't know.
I don't understand why they even showed this. I don't care who Vic is smashing at all.
Right.
He's not even a main character. Why are we even caring about this nonsense?
Or even a good character. I mean, I just like
now he's 007. He's like, I can show up at the theater. And
right. Oh, hey, I just happened to be here because I'm sorry. Yo, bro, he has a whole side story going on that I'm like, this is silly.
And is he gonna give her the $1 million that she's so he's gonna pay $1 million to Stacey's campaign? Is this what we're trying to?
It kind of makes sense that he gets Tommy to give a contribution to Stacey's campaign, and then if Stacey comes for him, she's like, "Hey, I'm your biggest donor, right?" And it's like,
no, I thought it was gonna be Claudia's money. I thought he went to the apartment and the condo, whatever you want to call it, penthouse. I thought he went to the penthouse because he knows Claudia hides money in there. And he put a lease out so that he can get to that money.
Oh, that's good.
Because she hides her money in I think she has a safe, as a matter of fact. I think it's in the wall in her room. But she hides money. I think he's gonna steal from his sister and give that money to his little girlfriend. And I think she's Latina. I don't think she's white.
Well, hold up. That's his real wife.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
In real life. So, that's beautiful. I just don't give a fuck storytelling wise. Like I just don't. Anyway, hold. We got so Bill wrote the wrong address on the warrant for Roberto Ortega and Claudia to get them released. That whole scene where Bill's explaining everything he did in the background reminded me of Tyler Perry. Like, we don't want this to be difficult for y'all. Let me just have a. By the way, I am the inside man for you, and everything that went bad was because of me. And if you need anything else to go bad, I can do it because I'm the inside guy. I'm the inside. I was like, you remember Duplicity when we watched that dumbass movie where like at the right there, Ron Rico's in the car in the boat, and he was like, "Hey, let me explain everything that went down in the last 2 hours, so we're all caught up." I was like, that's how I felt this dumbass scene went. Like, no one talks like this, but it's like, I'm the guy, Bill. I was like, I don't give a fuck about you. But I told you, I suggested to y'all last week that Tommy was going to try to get Stacey. I was like, he's going to be like, you work for me now. if they go that route, that route. But I just why, bro? But again, they wrote this again knowing it was ending, so it'd be interesting to see how they Stacey's campaign is cooked if people find out that her largest donor is someone like Tom.
Oh yeah, she's done for. That'll be terrible. Now, how do y'all think she's gonna get her husband not to divorce her? Because I think she's gonna go ahead and put a bullet in his head, and she's becoming a widow.
It's fun. That's exactly what I thought. To be like he died in the line of duty, or her benefactor Tommy is like, hey, if he's a problem, we can take care of this. Yeah. And then now you work for me. So now he runs Chicago in the last 3 episodes of his own show. Like that would be, and we still don't know who the actual mayor is for y'all. Like, we don't even know who she's running against and shit. Yeah. Just for the record.
I know that there's only 7 more episodes, but this show moves very fast and doesn't, take the Vince Gilligan of explaining every single detail, right? So I'm like, just make him he quits the force or whatever, and now he's like, yo, I'm gonna run against you or whatever. We're not married or whatever. Okay. I think I'm ready for this. Okay. That's what I wanted to see.
All right. So that would be an interesting storyline. I would appreciate that. If she's running unopposed, that's not an election. It's just her. Like you got to give her some competition, and we have to know who the competition is. Like, is it? And it's like, oh, your husband is needed because you have a bad rep with the cops, so he's the only reason. So shouldn't he be running for office? Like, what? Why do you need me? It's like that's stupid. I mean, that's an odd storyline to shove down our throats. We got D-Mac. Better hope Shanti don't get her hands on Genesis. I don't think she's gonna go that far. I mean, she just wants D-Mac dead. I don't see.
I'm like, he should be scared she don't get her hands on him.
Yes. She may be like, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Because you can't trust Jannard to kill a young adult for some reason. Then we got, Diamond should have smashed Gianna one last time, then ghosted her. Literally, I mean, like kill her. I guess, no pun intended. I thought again. I don't know why she back. I thought she was gonna be pregnant. I'm like, okay, then that would be something. But I'm like, why are we? I forgot who she was until they did the previously on. I was like, oh, that's that poor dude's young boy's mama. Mayor Bradley is the actual mayor. She was in season 2. Oh, well, thank you, DeMarcus. And where is she now? Is she running? We need to know these things if the mayor election is supposed to be important. Stacey Marks could eliminate Bill, and Bobby could arrest Stacey for Bill's death. Now we're getting a lot into this. Yes, Johnny, who plays Braden, claims he might not return. So yeah, that's what Kim said. Kim said he was very adamant that he was like, Kim, you're muted. So
sorry, he did. I watched him on a podcast. Well, it's a podcast, YouTube channel, whatever. And he was talking to a young black man, and he said he doesn't want to be typecast, and he knows because he's young. And he's done this type of show that's what they'll do. And he really is afraid of that. I don't think Michael Rainey has ever been afraid of that. I think Michael Rainey, he's been in this business so long that I don't think he feels like he'll get typecast. But I kind of feel like he will, because remember his career started, he was 2, right? So 2 years old, of course you're playing someone's child, right? And then you've done commercials, and he's done a lot of different things with TV. But this right here, this role of Tariq, he's done the longest. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he could get typecast
Yeah.
as a drug dealer or as, you know, like a thug or something. But I just feel that that young man has so many businesses and so many things on the side. I don't think he actually cares. Like, I think that his businesses are number one and acting is number two for him, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, you should, and then, but and Tommy, I mean, Joseph Sikora, you know, a man, you know, been acting for years, but he knows, but he knows this was what kind of made him, you know what I'm saying? So like he sticks around to be like, hey, if you got 3-4 more spinoffs, you know, I'll do that, you know what I'm saying? But he can get stuck in that kind of typecast. So that happens even to adults, you know what I'm saying? But like, especially when you're a child, at least they were, Tariq and Brandon were able to grow up. Like, well, actually, no, because again, as seeing them as children, right? I don't want to see them in love scenes. I don't give a damn what role they're playing. I never want to see Tariq smashing.
I never liked it. Like when him and Effie and then him and Diana, I was, as a mom, I was uncomfortable. No, I'm not his mom, but I just was like, I've seen this boy at 3 years old, you know, play Common's child. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I can't see this. I don't want to see this shit. Like, I saw him in Barbershop too, and I was like, no.
He was Ice Cube, I think. Yeah,
I'm like, you guys feel that way about them? I'm like, he was at least more or less like a teenager when we saw him. I'm like, I have more of a feeling about like the Dakota Fannings and the Keke Palmers.
But that's because they're girls. Like, remember, think about it, right? Like, I don't have any girls. I have boys. So for me, it's the feeling you have for the girls, right? It's just opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess he's saying he more identifies them much younger to see it. And then like again, anyway, that's not a cop, but Drew Barrymore, they all go through it. Like, you know, child that especially they have to show I'm a grown woman now. Chloe, old girl, like she's going through that shit. Chloe Bailey and shit. Like that's why she shows her ass all the time, because she's like, I'm an adult now and I do adult stuff. And I'm like, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But they're trying to overcome that child image, you know, and it gets harder because sometimes the public don't want to 11. You know, even the 21-year-old woman from Stranger Things, the whole cast really, like they're adults now, and they're like, but they're still children, like they still play children. It's hard for people to separate the two. I'm sorry, if Effie or Braden show up in Chicago with Tariq, they doomed. Also, I mean, who plays Braden says he may not return. So again, then the show just becomes Power Book 2. So you have to, well, if you're gonna create a spinoff with characters, you cannot bring the whole cast. Like you got to bring like maybe to at least one, maybe two people, but after you got to let it go so they can do new things, you know, and people can see this as a new show.
No, I think it'll be a matter of a hybrid. Whoever survives first, and they might even bring a couple of the Tejadas, because the Tejadas have been on social media when they've been talking about upcoming things or whatever. So I think we might see Diana and Woody McClain, or you know.
I think we might see Da Vinci also, because I remember when 50 was making fun of Little Meech, like when the show got canceled officially, right? And Da Vinci was like, "Well, damn, that's my job." Like, he said that, and 50 was like, "You don't have anything to worry about." Like he was in the comments, like, "No, we still together. I still got stuff for you." You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and a bigger thing as an actor. I mean, I think he's more like Tyler. A lot of directors do, producers like they like the certain actors they'll just stick with, right? You know, and they, they'll always have work to do. Is they're going to be playing the same character? And again, an artist should want to grow and do other things, right? So you don't want to do the same shit for your whole career. I hope we get a scene with Kate Herman, JP's father, and D-Mac together. Who's Kate Herman?
Kate Herman.
Is that like Kate Egan? I don't know. JP's father. So, yeah. So Sonny, if you will, I think Sonny's done. I mean, he's sick or something. I don't know if he's coming back.
He had a stroke, right? Remember, we saw him. He has a cane now, and it's hard for him to walk. So I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like Tommy. Well, that's not Tommy's anything. So I feel like as long as JP's now on screen, we need to find that baby mama. I mean, his ex-wife. That as Jamani's pointed out a couple of times, right? Like somebody needs to try to help D-Mac get back on the right track. So if we ever see his mama, it would be something.
Yeah, and I want to see her as opposed to Diamond's whatever she is that was in the barbershop.
Exactly, Jamani. I agree with you. If that would have been Kate, I want to see Kate. Like, show me someone that I actually give a crap about. I don't care about that woman. Like
a little, I was like, I don't know. Even singing groups, New Editions, we saw them grow up.
Of course. And guess what? Now they're doing exactly the same thing they were doing when they were kids. They are on tour as New Edition. So
because sometimes you got to come back what people want to see. Nostalgia.
What is Bow Wow doing? He's about to go on tour with Omarion and some other people, because this is what we know they do well, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, as we talked about, Kate went to New York, forces before. So we talked about this. We said, and we talked about, especially last episode when they said, "Hey, I'm going to New York City." We said if this is supposed to be that scene where Diana pretends to be Monet and shows up to her house, then you, as Jamani pointed out, you got to get Tommy going to Chicago a couple of times. I mean, go to New York City a couple of times where he appeared in Power Book 2, and that has not happened, like not once. So he's been there at least twice. You know what I'm saying? So they're very inconsistent with who's supposed to be where, and how time works in this show. So I believe that JP is in New York with Kate. They really should have. If that's the case, again, that could have been the text message. I'm going with mom, or whatever, to go with New York City. All right. But if he's in town, it's just weird that they made no effort to bring, to say, where's my son? And what is he up to? Since he's supposed to be at school. Because even JP knows that, right? That D-Mac is no longer at that boys academy, right? Yeah. So he does know that. I don't know. Danny Glover almost didn't get roles because of color purple. Oh yeah, well, that's a little bit different.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he was grown then. It's just that it was probably such a hard scene for people to see him. Like it was hard to see him.
Because he was an abuser.
That's. I mean,
he played it very well too.
Lawrence Fishburne, he was like, I don't want to be Ike Turner. So when I said people still hate him, be like, "Fuck you!" I was like, "My name is Lawrence. I'm sorry. I was a character." And Angela Bassett's fine. Look, she's fine. Anyway, we got again. They don't do a good job of tying two universes together and timelines and shit. So they just do random stuff. So hey, Dahlia just disappeared again. We thought Dahlia was gonna end up in Power Book 2. That would have been hilarious. Miguel has a love interest, Cynthia, now to give him diabetic shots.
Yeah, where did she come from? Like,
but it's funny. Thank you, DeMarcus, for reminding me of her because that scene when Maria showed up and she was like, "Hey, brother, I forgive you." That I thought she was there to give him the shot. Like, I'm like, we're gonna get back to this diabetes thing. Like, I thought she was gonna there to be like, "Hey, all's forgiven. Here's your insulin so you don't die." That's what I thought.
No, that's why they showed us that he has a girlfriend.
To be like, she can also figure out how to give shots too.
Exactly.
I don't know. What's up, Jamani?
I'm like, what? This episode had a lot of Spanish. I was pausing a hell of a lot. I'm like, can I'm not saying you don't have that you shouldn't do it, but just ease up a little bit, man. Like this turned into
you're Latino. You're gonna have to have it. You either you do it or you don't. It's not fair to say that they can't speak Spanish. That's just ridiculous.
No, I didn't say not. I said you don't have to do it so much where I'm pausing.
It really wasn't that much, Jamani. It really was.
So this is not Narcos. So to
exactly because Narcos. Oh my God, I couldn't even watch Narcos because it was too much.
But I mean to both of your points of like Kim was like it's realistically they would talk Spanish as their native tongue and they will go back and forth. But to Jamani's point, I too was like, God damn, I was like, I hope none of these words are important because I'm like, this is a lot of reading. I'm like, I don't watch Forced to Read. I'm like, so let's get to the. So I mean, I think the important stuff they should stay in English. Hey, brother, I love you. We're good. Back to Spanish. Like this is my random friend / brother's love interest. Why are you even having dialogue? The pig stuff was in English. I was like, the pig just Miguel new interest. Cynthia will sense that Maria is pregnant. That's the thing with women in these shows. The ancestors tell them. I'm still mad with Leon.
Your body changes. Your body changes, and men are well. It all depends on the man. Let me not say that, but women, we can see it.
More in tune. More in tune.
Yeah.
Especially if she is pregnant, and that's why they brought this new character to be that voice that tells Miguel, hey, your sister's, there's something going on. I think your sister's pregnant, and that could be a thing. She could have changed JP's sex life. I don't know why they made him gay. Like it was not really necessary. It's not a point of representation. Like I'm not sure what the point of any of this
was.
You're
gonna make Stacy gay.
I told
get rid of her husband, and then all of a sudden Stacy's gonna be like, I've been in a relationship with this woman.
I told you, we talked about, I was like, I'm waiting for her to be like, last time I checked, I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get this out there and be like, I thought, yes, Kim. Before
it's gonna be that police detective. You know the one that's the Latino one. She's a little bit chubby. The one that's
yeah. I know you're talking about. That would be hilarious. I was kind of hoping. What's up, Jamani? Sorry.
No, I'm like, if they're gonna make a gay, you gotta do it for plot purposes. You gotta have Claudia talk her out of them drawers.
No, it's gonna be on purpose. What it's gonna do, right? Okay, they get rid of the husband this way, right? They're gonna be like, me and the husband have been separated for a long time already. Okay. We didn't want to tell anyone, but I have been in this relationship with this woman for almost a year, but but now we're deciding to part ways. We're getting an official divorce, and this is going to make her numbers spike because of the gay community in Chicago. I'm telling you, if they don't do that, they're stupid.
I mean, I love the idea. Like again, if this was a real election, she would have an opponent. Like then we would get. I feel like we're watching The Shy, where like they just do some random like political stuff. Like they don't actually know how this shit works. But that being said, at least Duda had competition. Like Lita Wade wrote herself into the series to give
for one day for one episode.
The whatever. But and then I respect. She controls the show, but she was like, I just a touch, right? Just a touch. And so I appreciate she aggrandized herself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was still silly. It was just silly altogether. Detective Hardwick is her name. This is The best.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me, her name. This is the best episode of the season. It's only been 3, but all right. But it was. I think so. What made it the best for you? Please, let me know. In the OG Power, Ghost was born in 1974. Angela pulled up his record, but in Power Origins, he's apparently born in 1980 and 5 years younger than Kanan. Did you? I appreciate your attention to detail, and we talked about this in the chat. Did you notice that the actor is actually taller than Kanan, and that irritated the fuck out of me because I'm like, in real life, like Omari Hardwick is shorter. I'm not saying he's short, but he is shorter, and he's established who Ghost is. So if 50 had any kind of sense, he would cast people to be like, you're supposed to remember who you. They should have pulled the two young men from the series finale. As much as I thought Cornrow Tommy was a bit much, that would have gave us.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah, but those young men don't look like that anymore. They
well,
don't.
They're
much older now. They don't look like.
I mean, they're not like our age. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but I couldn't see them playing. They're too old looking now to play. That's the Tommy and Ghost that's gonna be in the prequel.
All right.
I actually looked them up. They don't look that way anymore. You talking about Carl from Shameless, right? Carl from Shameless.
I didn't. Oh,
that's the one that had Tommy cornrows.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know who he was, but
yeah,
okay.
And the other young man, I had never seen him before, but they've aged. They
they aged out of the roles.
Yes.
What's up, Jemai?
I'm like, they're not over 21 as of yet.
But they don't look like.
No, I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about the origin characters that are playing it now. I'm like, Kanan could just have a growth spurt at some point.
Well, to be honest with you, have you seen? I saw like a outtake of the new show, and the young man who plays Kanan actually did have a growth spurt. He's taller. He's taller.
In real life,
men don't stop growing till they're 23.
So it could. So we talk. I said on camera. 50 just keeps on regurgitating Courtney Kemp stuff. And if he would have created his own show, if book 2 was an original story, it would be fine. If this Origins was the original story and it was well written and well acted, you don't have to keep on tying it to characters from 5-6 years ago. We just explore the drug dealing world of New York City at different generations, a different family, and then it would be fine. Like it would be fine, and we would be open to it because like we don't know where these characters are going. But to keep on just grinding out the same shit, eventually they're gonna be like, you want to know how Ghost and Tommy first lived together, and when he moved in, and where's his mama? Because that's what I want to know. I want to know what happened to mama. You're drunk. You're just a corner boy with drunk for a daddy and no mama. And Ghost was about to shoot Tommy at that point. I'm like, let's get to that sad story. Like, how did he end up with Kate as a mother figure? D-Mac showed that, that he's not just a mindless follower. D-Mac showed intelligence. He's a leader. I think you're going a bit too far with that. I wouldn't say leader. Yeah, I mean, the smartest of the dumbest is still dumb. But like he organized his idiots.
He's a leader of the baby gangsters.
Yeah, I'm saying so. Yeah, I'm like, I hear you in that sense that it looks like he was the smartest of the crew and put it out there. But as we said at the beginning, if they would have built him up, right? Like again, give him some intelligent dialogue and like built him up that he's building his own crew and starting his own operations so nobody else wants to. That would be an awesome storyline, and I would be so for it. But yeah, you're right. Like he's definitely winning. He's definitely winning and doing better, Tariq, and we do acknowledge that. But anyway, we got it. I want to end on time. So this, let's see. Yes, would y'all watch a Power movie? Is relative. Like if it's on STARZ, I'm not going to the theaters. Just to be clear, I'm not spending theater money.
I'm not spending money
to see a Power episode. That's not.
So, but in this movie, what are we talking about, DeMarcus? Like, what is this movie going to consist of? Right? Are we going to see Omari Hardwick? Because I'll go see him anywhere. Don't matter where. I'll sit on a stoop and watch him. So, tell me what you think this movie would be.
Power Origins is set in the 2000s apparently. So now again, is this Angie's already gone, right? So we don't have to deal with that storyline. So now we're looking at them building the crew, and ultimately we got to lead to Ghost. Well, Tasha needs to be there because Tasha's the one to talk Ghost into killing
Right.
Kanan and Breeze, and he
And she
only
was pregnant with the twins at that time.
that I don't know, but okay.
Yeah.
But I know that they've already showed the casting for what is it? Tasha Smith's character, the Kanan's baby's mother.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh.
I think DeMarcus wrote that too. Yeah, she got cast, so she's definitely in there. Anyway, last I saw something. Anyway, okay, Jamani, any final words so we can get to Eddie Murphy on time?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you, Jamani. Is that bad, huh? Kim, any final words?
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about with this show, unfortunately. I love Tommy. I'm gonna always love Joseph Secor, period, in the story. And I watch him in anything, whether it's good or bad. So yeah. But thank you, chat. We love you guys. Thank you.
Boop. So we'll do it like this. We'll say Power Origins is in the 2000s, means Breeze is already dead. No. I swore I thought the whole point of Breeze being in
No, Breeze is still alive. Remember? Isn't he supposed to be alive?
He's in book 3, but I get he won't be in the spinoff. So Ghost popped him in the late night. Again, you're going to buy like written like like canon, and 50 can do what he wants. Because I thought the whole point of bringing him into to 3 is so he can make it to Origins. That's why I thought. Jarita is her name. Anyway, guys.
Baby, Sean's mom.
Yeah, because she didn't have a name in the original series, if I remember correctly. He just called it Your Mama, and Mama. But anyway, guys, thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. Please stick with us. In about 2 minutes, we're going to discuss Eddie Murphy's documentary, which was pretty good, I thought. And then we're going to do an outstanding episode of The Family Business. Really another season finale worthy episode, I would say. But anyway, please leave some permanent comments on the video. We appreciate that and help us grow the family. And we will see you in 2 and 2 if you're old enough to remember that.
I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh shit. Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.